Hello, scholars. My name is Joseph Ejikeoji, and I'm going to keep you company for a few minutes now. What I'm going to teach you now is how to calculate the present value of a project. The first question we'll ask ourselves is this: what is present value anyway? Now, present value for a project, present value simply means what it tells us how much the project, um, how much the future project is worth today. In other words, a present value of the project tell us how much future money in what is one in the future is worth today. When we apply it to project, it tells us how much the value of the project, the future value of that project is worth today. So present value help operation managers to decide if an investment project is a good idea. Why? Because it helps them to consider the time value of money. Given that money loses value over time due to inflation and missed investment opportunities. Present value shows what the future earnings or savings of that project is worth today. Okay. Hope you are seeing this. Okay, good. Okay, now we proceed. Now, let me try with an example. In fact, let me make a general assessment, a general statement about present value. Now, if a factory, for example, costs more to build than the present value of those future profits that will be realized from that factory, then that factory project may not worth it because they could invest, the owner of that factory can invest that money elsewhere for a better return. Okay. Now, I'll give you an example, a quick example on how to calculate the present value for a project. Look at the few things we need to know. First thing is you can use the formula method or Excel method. The one we are going to do tonight will be an Excel method for finding the present value. For that, you use this Excel formula, some formula that you see on the screen here, where PV represents the present value, PMT represents the payment, LV represents the future value, and N represents the number of periods, which can be months or years. Okay. So let's try an example here. Look at this question. It says, River Road Medical Clinic is thinking of investing in a sophisticated new piece of medical equipment. It will generate 700,000 per year in receipt for 5 years. Determine the present value of this cash flow. Assume that the interest rate is 6%. So what you're going to do, first of all, is to put some of this information into Excel and then find the present value. Okay? Using the formula that I just showed you. So let us put this information in Excel for the River Road Medical Clinic. So I'm going to go to the Excel and then put them in. Here we have that, no noise. Interest is 6%. So you put 6%, 0.06. And we are told that the number of period is 5 years. So you make this 5 years. 5 years. And the payment is 700,000. That is what they told us in the question. The payment is 700,000. So you put 700,000 there. 700,000. 700,000. Okay. Then future value. This doesn't tell us the future value here. So you put 0 for future value. And for time, you put 0. because it's received, the payment will be received at the end of the period. Now let us find the present value now of this project. Present value of the project. Now, the present value becomes you put use this. Now it's time for you to apply this formula. Put okay, equals. Now we normally put when doing present value equations, we need the negatives. We have to show the direction of the flow of cash flow. For example, cash flow leaving your pocket, we use negative to represent that. Cash flow entering your pocket is positive. Now here, for the set to give us the correct answer, either we put the negative sign here to show that, remember this 700,000 is the money that we realized for the project, because it says here that it will generate $700,000 per year. So those people paying that money to us today for the project, it represents a negative cash flow to them. So we should either we put a negative sign here, make it negative $700,000, so that Excel will calculate it well, or you can put a negative value, a number here before we put the formula. So I'm going to use that approach of putting a negative number here, a negative sign before we put the formula. Put the equal sign, I'm going to put negative, then I'm going to type present value, PV, double click. Nice. Interest, click on interest, put comma, put on number of period is 5 years, comma, payment, comma, click on it, then future value, comma, and then present value. Type. Click on it, then press it, close the parenthesis, then press the enter key. And that gives us the present value of the project as $2,948,645. So you can see that the calculation is very easy. So what does this mean for the River Road Medical Clinic? It means that this is another question. I think that the present value of that project, it means that the present value is $2,948,654.65. That's how much the project is worth today. Okay. Yeah. All right. I think I believe you. I hope you enjoyed the lecture, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.